Lane Kiffin will be the best coach in LSU. Hey, what's up, guys? It is Tuesday here on Wake Up Barstool. Me, Big Cat, Eddie, Nikki, and Steven Cheah on the show. We got the Athletics' Dianna Russini stopping by. The Patriots win again. Sure, Dave, whatever. We also have Supreme Debate and the glorious return of Rico Bosco. And it all starts now on FS1. Brian Kelly. What's happening, guys? And welcome in. This is Wake Up Barstool. I'm T-Bob Hebert. He's Dan Katz. We got Eddie. We got Nikki. We got Steven Cheah. Cheah, I saw you perk up when I said Dan. I'm doing a bit here. Big Cat's on his way.
He's close.
He's close. What's up, boys? How we feeling today on this Tuesday?
Good to see you, T-Bob.
I'm very excited to be here, mainly because once this is over, Nikki has promised to teach me the game of Munchkin.
It's going to be the best anybody's invited, but I promise you guys won't like it.
It is one of the premier, there are nerd pillars, and this would be one of my blind spots. This, Doctor Who would probably fall into that.
I have not fallen into the Doctor Who.
Neither have I. That's what I'm saying, right? You go to a con, you see a lot of Who people.
Yeah.
I don't know them yet.
His vehicle's called a TARDIS, right?
Yes, which
That's cool.
Feels like the jokes write themselves in some way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that, so I'm excited to get into some Munchkin. It might be more exciting than last night's Monday Night Football game. As the Patriots take care of business, they dominate the Giants 33-15, excuse me. Drake Maye, fantastic once again. It's, sure, way to go, New England. I hope you're happy. How long did they even have to suffer for? What was it?
Not long.
Because even the first Mac Jones year, they won 10, 11 games.
Like a weird Cam Newton year.
And their fans were acting like they were acting like Bears fans.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we get it now. No.
And here they
what
are.
An entrance.
Wow.
Hey, Dan Katz.
Listen, I don't want to make excuses. It is cold in Chicago, and it's hard to get a 14-year-old dog to go to the bathroom in the mornings.
Yeah.
That's not making excuses, not throwing Stella under the bus, but it was a little extra time in the snow.
Now, you wore a different color than you usually do today. There's no reason for that? That's just you didn't want an entrance?
No, this actually doesn't look very good. I need to probably take off the top. I got dressed kind of in the dark, so yeah.
This is a fantastic
this
dad
is a terrible
fit.
look.
This is a great dad
This
fit.
is a terrible
right here.
look. We'll just take this off right now.
But it's unlike him, right? That's not a color you usually wear.
I'm trying out some new stuff in the winter, fall time, because that's when I can, actually, usually the summer is just all black shirts.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
now I have a chance to maybe try a couple different things.
I think you're brave, man.
I'm going to try to take this off without showing my stomach on national television.
All right, let's get some live odds up.
Okay, let's see. Does anyone think that I'm going to show?
I'm going to say plus 150. I think you have an okay chance here.
Oh no, back.
Back, no stomach though. No stomach.
You know
That's
why?
fast.
Because your stomach kept the shirt down. It was pulling it over.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Speaking of the cold weather, do y'all do this? I feel like ever since it turned real cold, I've been sitting a lot when I pee.
So,
Really?
no, don't admit that.
Is that just
What's-
me?
what's
Don't
your
admit
logic?
that.
What does that have to do with the cold?
Is your house not a
No, maybe it's not a causal relationship. I'm just drawing a line between them. It's just something I feel like it's been happening since it got colder.
Yeah, I think you're becoming a chick.
It's kind of comfortable.
Nope. This is a great take. Sitting while you pee is elite, especially.
Thank you.
Yep.
Elite.
Have you ever fainted while you peed?
No, Joe, you should go to the hospital now.
I have once, and sitting down assures that won't happen. Plus,
You might have a disease.
You sit down so you can
go.
So
you
you
can go
don't
on your
faint?
phone. I have, yes, partially, but also you can go on your phone. No mess, no splatter, no cleanup.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep, he's right.
If you're sitting while you
absolutely
pee outside of 12 a.m. to 5 a.m., something's wrong.
So, but you do agree with the nighttime one, then?
Well, yeah, because you can't
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yeah, it feels good, too.
Since we're already off the rails, last night was a big father moment for me.
what
I
happened?
told my 6-year-old I was taking him to basketball, and of course, after we got out of the house, he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, go to the bathroom right in that snow right there. And he's like, this is the coolest thing ever. I was like, yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome.
What a beautiful
It's what
moment.
guys get to do.
He's going to want to do that all the time now, though.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's a grass PP.
Yeah.
That's what we call it in our household. Even though I've had to teach my daughters how to do that in emergency situations. My son is about to get out of diapers. Actually, you know what? Speaking of which, happy birthday to my son. It's Quad Bob's third birthday today.
Quad Bob.
It is Quad Bob's third birthday today. We got the Superman decorations up. Very excited to get into it.
I don't know what we started because I apologize. This all started because I walked in a few minutes late, but I have a question for you to start this whole show.
I would love to answer your question.
Okay. Do you think that you're the one with Lane Kiffin?
Wait, the year the one?
No, that you're the one with Lane Kiffin. The LSU. Do you think this is his final resting stop?
Okay. So
because I know LSU fans are very excited, and I understand, and I'm actually a Lane Kiffin guy. It was the most Lane Kiffin story possible.
Yes.
Ole Miss fans have every right to be upset, except for the part that you knew what was going to happen eventually with Lane Kiffin, and exactly what was going to happen happened. But my question now to you is, when you're watching him in his press conference, you're like, oh, we got him, and he's staying.
So
Good question.
So your instincts are spot on, because yesterday I made a lot of jokes about how, like, look, we're ratchet, he's ratchet, let's get it. Like, I know he's going to leave us in tears, but the sex will be great in the interim before he leaves in the middle of the night. But I watched that press conference yesterday, and he seems pretty committed.
It took you one day.
He said LSU was the best job in the country.
I think that's what it is. It's like, I know LSU fans, and I actually don't disagree that it would be, if not one, it's top 3 job in the country. So I think LSU fans, in their head, they're like, of course, this is it. You know, like Ole Miss was always a stepping stone. FAU was always a stepping stone. Tennessee was always a stepping stone to USC. USC, he got fired.
He had to deal with probation.
You think he's staying forever?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I love it. They're going to get their hearts ripped out by Lane Kiffin in like 5 or 6 years.
I love how you're just forgetting about the most popular league in America.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And like, the college football coaching is only going to get more annoying as the transfer portal and everything gets worse and worse.
Well, that's one of the reasons, though, why LSU was able to recruit him away, is because they're promising him like 25 to 30 million a year in roster NFL funds, so he doesn't have to recruit as much.
Right.
Is there any percentage of the fan base that is like, hey guys, what about the red flags? Like,
No,
because he wins. He's a good coach.
He wins. And let's just call it like it is. I've looked in the mirror a lot lately while I'm sitting down, and we've been living a lie. We've been putting on airs with Brian Kelly. We've been trying to be.
You think?
We've been trying to be someone we weren't. I gaslit myself for years that it was a sensible partnership.
No.
That we were of that class. No. Again, we're dirty. We're liars. We like to party. I mean, if you like to, get with multiple women, Baton Rouge is kind of the ideal place to be in many ways.
Not saying that he does.
Lane was already doing hot yoga lattes yesterday.
Is Coach O going to be on staff?
So I have, I would say yes, more likely than not. I can't say 100%, but I believe so, yes.
So if Coach O gets hired in the next, let's say, 10 days, there's a chance he could get paid for, he still has one last paycheck as the fired coach of LSU.
Hell yeah.
So he could technically double dip on payment by LSU as the time he was the head coach, and now when he's on assistant on.
Wait, is that kind of funny though? Like, is there? I wonder if there's offset language.
Yeah.
Does LSU actually? Yeah. Do they take away from the? Anyway, I think he's going to bring back Coach O, which you want to talk about another.
That's the best.
People excited about.
That's the best.
And I can say that O will be joining us here on Wake Up Barstool if and when that happens. So. Look forward to that. Yeah, man, it's so funny you asked that, because I was watching the press conference laying in my bed last night, and I was like, God, this guy loves us.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just very funny that
really
LSU fans can watch it all take place in front of their face. They can watch the breakup with Ole Miss. They can watch how ugly it is. They can watch Lane Kiffin be Lane Kiffin for the 1,000th time. And again, I think Lane Kiffin, I'm a big believer in, like, these type of personalities are great for sports. So Lane Kiffin being Lane Kiffin, I want him to keep doing it. and then watching LSU fans be like, it doesn't matter how we got him. Like, he'll be fine.
Well, you know what it
it's
is?
like, no, he'll leave. He will leave.
The messy, toxic manner in which he left Ole Miss just confirmed every LSU fan's belief about how attractive we think we are, right?
Yeah.
Because if he was going to leave this team that's 11-1, that has everything, and he leaves for the dumpster fire that you're fighting with Kelly and Court and all and he still left for you.
No, he's
telling you you're pretty hot.
He whispered in your ears like, "You make me feel like I haven't felt in years."
Yes.
That's what he said to you guys.
So different.
Let's get out. Let's run away from our families and everything will be better away. And let's do it, LSU. And then you guys are like, yeah, let's do it.
What are the other 2 jobs?
The other 2 jobs that I would consider if I made LSU 3, I would say Ohio State.
Yeah.
And then I would probably put USC, but that also's up for debate. I just think it never makes sense to me that USC isn't good.
They should never ever.
Texas, Texas has to be in the
Texas is
conversation.
around there, Florida's around there, but LSU, we've talked about it, like they have something different than every other school in that probably the only other school that's like that is Ohio, in that the state is football rich and also everyone who grows up in that state goes to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Saban said it was his biggest professional regret, leaving.
Yeah, he said, trust me, Baton Rouge people love that.
Yeah.
Love that line. We have latched onto that line like a life raft off the Titanic. People love talking about that.
Is there a more American story than a college football coach drama that's funded by Chicken Tender Empire?
Oh, I love it.
Well, maybe even more American and weirder is that in this story, it's the governor and the full weight of his political machine that really unlocked the funding. Like, that's where all this new money came from.
This is where college football is at right now, and it's so funny, and I love the sport because it's so chaotic and it makes no sense. We have in Louisiana the governor and Todd Graves, who's our friend, chicken
love
fingers.
Todd. He's a
we
freaking
love
man.
Raising Cane's, poaching Lane Kiffin, and then out in Utah, we have the Crumbl cookie guy trying to save BYU's coach from going to Penn State.
Crumbl cookie in the church.
Like, this is like the Crumbl cookie guy was like, time to get involved. Time to put these Crumbl cookie billions
time to use
good
my
work.
power. Yeah.
This is the state of our country, and I love it. It's like, what is the American dream now? The American dream is to build a company, maybe by getting everyone else fat, and then someday have so much money that you can pay all that money to your favorite school so they can keep their coach.
Dude, it's not even there's 32 NFL franchises anymore. It's like you could basically own it.
Well, that's the beauty of it is because these NFL franchises have gotten so insanely expensive. There are only, I don't know what the actual numbers are, but there's probably about 40 people in the country that could own an NFL team, like the liquidity to own a $6-7 billion purchase. But there's a lot of people who have hundreds of millions or $1 billion, and they'll never get an NFL team, but they can make sure that their college team plays good football.
Or they could buy their rival's coach.
Or they could buy their rival's coach.
And it's like, and they have actual, I mean, to your point, like they have like owner level power in a lot of ways at these because they hold the purse strings. So somewhere, a few hundred years ago, a couple of years ago, Joseph Smith talked to God in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So today, the Crumbl cookie guy is trying to stop Kalani Sitake from leaving for
I mean, listen, when the Crumbl cookie guy gets involved, you know it's serious. You got to be like, I would imagine it's like a Stone Cold Steve Austin situation where the glass shatters and, oh my gosh, is that the Crumbl cookie guy?
I will say, too, like...
What does he look like? The Crumbl cookie man has...
Can we see if we could book him right now? That would be awesome. If we just had the Crumbl cookie guy on. I would love to talk to him.
That's actually one of my favorite plays if you're trying to appear to be thoughtful, but it's just really easy. Just send somebody like a 6-pack of Crumbl.
Yeah.
You know, if they're like sick or maybe going through something, send them a couple chocolate chip cookies.
I need this dude to be dressed like Willy Wonka.
No, I think he's just a regular looking dude.
No.
He was in another story for BYU recently. I'll look it up.
I think he paid the fine. I know he paid the fine for them running on the field.
He paid the fine for the field.
He came up with a genius gimmick.
Yeah, cookies that crumble.
If a cookie mogul isn't in purple velvet when we get a hold of him.
There's a cane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, coming up next, we can maybe revisit that Monday Night Football game for a bit. We do have to talk about the Bears, guys. Oh, my God. I love the fact that the more y'all fight against it, somehow the better.
Well, this is going to be interesting because Eddie and I have not conversed about it because I didn't see him yesterday. We've exchanged a couple texts, so everything else that we say in the next, 20 minutes is going to be all fresh, and I want to hear where his head is at.
Bear Down exclusive coming up next here on Wake Up Barstool. What's happening? Welcome back. Wake Up Barstool. We have our best people on it trying to get Jason McGowan, CEO of Crumbl Cookie, as he fights Penn State tooth and nail for Kalani Sitake. And we have a picture of Jason here.
There he is.
That's
That is going to work for Jesus. Okay.
With a beautiful painting right there.
No.
I need at least minimum like some purple rimmed glasses or something.
I need his hair to like curl real hard.
He's disappointing me. I would like to see a little bit more.
Pizzazz?
Yeah.
It's a very white.
Like Willy Wonka, like Nick said.
I mean, that's the suit for like the kid that forgets or can't afford a suit on picture day. For
Yeah. And I know we're trying to book him right now. It's not that he looks weird because he looks like a totally normal guy. We wanted him to look kind of crazy, like a mad scientist.
Yes, you want your candy cookie, your sweet maven to be a bit more essential.
Just kind of crazy.
this guy would never shrink down Mike TV.
Confectioneer.
No, exactly.
That's
You wouldn't even know how to start.
it ain't right.
Exceptionally white Jesus mind.
Oh yeah.
All right, so last night on Monday Night Football, I don't know, guys. I really don't have a lot of takeaways from this game, except to say the Patriots are like legitimately very good, and Drake Maye is legitimately an MVP candidate, and congratulations to the Patriots, because it feels like at this moment that you have a quarterback that's going to last you 15 years, and there is literally no better feeling in the entire world as an NFL fan.
Yeah, I think
And you got Mike Vrabel. Great.
My biggest takeaway from this game, I mean, the Patriots keep winning. They're good. They're in a weird spot where I think they're just waiting for the playoffs to be like, hey, is there going to be any type of letdown or second-year Drake Maye in the playoffs? Because otherwise, why can't they be the best team in the AFC?
Yeah.
And then the Giants, I do think Jackson Dart is very good. And the way he moves, he just doesn't have a lot to work with. He needs to find out, they need to figure out a way in these next 4 games. The game started out, Jackson Dart got hit like 6 different times where the Giants' offensive line was fighting after the whistle more than during the game.
Yeah.
So they got to figure out a way to just keep him healthy. I think that's the biggest thing, and not take the big hits.
Yeah, that deep ball Drake Maye threw to Kyle Williams for a touchdown, like sent a shiver down my spine. Like I've been trying to suppress him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want them to have another good quarterback.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
But that was my moment where I'm like, all right.
No, he's very
it.
good.
Well, and to Dan's point, it's like, okay, he's going to come online, Vrabel's going to get there, and the team's going to come online on a year where, like, the Chiefs may be out of it, the Ravens may be out of it, the Bills are struggling a bit.
Yeah, because the AFC's a kind of a confusing spot.
That's what I'm saying. The pathway's just everything's coming up Patriot Dave, dude.
Right.
I texted him at halftime. He's like, he's first ballot already.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
If any of our coworkers are in a contract year, it's so good that one of them.
Yeah. The fact that he could switch from Michigan to the Patriots that quickly after Saturday's debacle in Ann Arbor.
How many years has he had he's been at Barstool where he's had one of his teams win a championship?
I mean, it's pretty much every single, not won a championship, but every year, like, one of his teams is at least competing for a championship.
Did it time up perfectly?
With the Michigan.
I think it did.
Yeah, football, yeah.
That's
Michigan,
insane.
Well, and
the Patriots were bad in 2019, and then COVID happened, and then Harbaugh basically went on his 4-year run.
Yeah.
Celtics
And
won.
then now the Michigan's bad again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's never. Remember, I had that stat a couple of weeks ago that it was the first time the Bears and the Badgers had won on the same weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
In like 450 days.
And like you could argue last year, but they still beat Ohio State, so it's like he got what he needed.
Right.
No, well,
So he got
and-
everything he
Yes.
needed.
And it's all of Boston. When I was growing up, when we were kids, Boston was this hard scrabble, bad luck town, but all we've known in our adult life has just been championships.
Yeah.
In every single sport.
But Dave, in football too, like the I didn't even think about it that it lined up exactly.
Perfect.
He doesn't have a team in football that hasn't been competitive.
Anyway, congratulations, I guess, New England fans. I don't know what you did to deserve it, but here we are again. So a couple of interesting kicks took place yesterday. Young Wei Koo had a very funny moment that we'll get into. Also, we had the Producer Bowl here at Barstool yesterday. I do want to shout out Team Wub real quick, okay? Because our guy Danny almost won the bench competition. Matt won the golf simulator. Jeremy was wet from 3, dude. What?
Almost won?
He didn't win it because he was too jacked. His chest is too big.
Okay, but we're not doing shout-outs for almost winning things.
Well, he got, I was told that he got cheated in some way. I'm just proud of Danny, okay?
Okay.
He tied for first.
Good job, Giants. You almost won the game last night.
Connor damn near winning the spelling bee. And then
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Boy. Almost winning a spelling bee.
This is participation trophy culture.
Actually, losing a spelling bee is way cooler than winning a spelling bee.
Owen dominating, what was it, ping pong?
Yeah.
He did dodgeball well. Steph scored the game-winning goal for the shootout yesterday. And then I heard Jordan Carson did a very good job of working the entire event yesterday, except for Carson. That guy sucks. But the point of all this is that we also in the Producer Bowl had one of the worst kicks that we have ever seen in human history.
I haven't seen this.
So what is worse? What was the worst kick last night? Sam Goldfinger, our own Sam Goldfinger, or Young Wei Koo? You got to go back.
Full speed doesn't
here.
do that justice.
Andy has the broken hand from trying to do the punch machine at a bar.
Yeah, the added context here is, as I understand it, the punch machine with the bag that hangs down and measures how hard you punch, he just missed it.
He hit the top part.
What was that kick?
Wait till we get to the slow-mo replay here.
He took like one of the bigger steps you could ever see.
Does he jump at the same time?
I think.
He looks as if he has a dead leg, and he thinks the only way to generate kick power is with his front leg.
What was that?
He doesn't. He is the. I said it's saying a lot. He is the least athletic person we have here by a large margin.
This is actually a good. It's good to watch these videos because I've been struggling with my kids. I want to get them into sports, but I don't want to be the overbearing dad being like, oh, you have to play these sports. You have to play these sports, and they're not going to be. This is the Young Wei Koo.
Look, man,
that one I still don't understand how that happened.
It
I
happens
do not
to
understand.
everybody.
It makes no sense.
Technically, it's Goldfinger because he didn't kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not kick.
He did not kick.
But so I struggle with my kids are not going to be college athletes. They're not going to be freshmen. You know what I mean? They don't have the genetics to be anything. But I do want them at some point, if they're ever in a Producer Bowl, to not have a moment like Sam Goldfinger. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm basically trying to get the basic level of, hey, kids, someday you're going to be in a situation where someone's going to toss you a ball at a tailgate. You got to be able to throw it back without stopping the entire tailgate and everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
And that's what Goldfinger has done.
That was like a Smalls moment for him yesterday.
Yeah,
Sandlot, the ball rolls to him.
Right.
As a bag. Hey, shout out Goldie, though. He gave me a very good Frank Miller run Daredevil arc.
I'm going to say it, too many shout-outs. That's just too many shout-outs. We're doing too many shout-outs for nothing.
Well, no.
We did a shout-out for second place in Spelling Bee. We did a shout-out for losing a bench contest. We did a shout-out for Goldfinger doing God knows what. You can't give shout-outs just for existing.
There's going to be a dude on a Stairmaster at the Planet Fitness being like, please talk about the game. I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you. Enough about second place of the Spelling Bee.
We're just too many shout-outs.
Too many shout-outs.
We're just giving people awards for nothing.
I've taken away the value of the shout-out.
Yes.
Whatever. I love Team Wake Up Barstool, okay? And I'm just trying to show that support for the people I love. All right. Speaking of people you love, the Chicago Bears, boys. You went into this Eagles game playing with house money, but you come out whipping Philly's ass. I mean, to me, the story here and everything, we're going to talk Caleb Williams. I'm sure you and Cheah are going to argue, but the Bears' offensive line was incredible. I mean, Monungai and DeAndre Swift both go over 100 yards, but it was
both go over 120.
It was really, though, it was just all about the O-line. I mean, the holes, the zone blocking, and it's against the Eagles D-line. I think it's very good. Dominant win for the Bears, boy. 24-15, 10 of 11, 5 in a row. Feels good.
Yeah, my jaw was on the floor the whole game.
Mine too. It was one of those games where I was kind of not sitting in silence, but kind of like, what is this?
Yeah.
And this is working over and over. And And even the moment where Caleb threw the interception, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to lose this game. Oh, and then you have Nashawn Wright hacking the tush push.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And just from it was utter domination.
Total.
Like, the Eagles' defense had no answer for our offensive line.
None.
Like, we just ran it down their throat, keep running it. And I was stunned.
Yeah, so this team is good.
Number one seed in the NFC, guys.
That part, I'm not gonna. You can't celebrate a number one seed at this point. That's like a Steven Cheah type of thing. To be like, look at us, number one seed. Especially when you look at it and there's 4 teams with the same record.
Yep.
So it's.
I mean,
we're
the Niners are the 7th seed, and they got 9 wins too.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, right. So they're the 1 seed. Like, I caution everyone to just. It's nice to look at, and have I looked at it 1,000 times? Yes, but I'm not going to be walking around being like, we're the 1 seed until we have. The Bears are good, though.
Yeah.
Ed, you were right. You were right all
Listen,
year.
The Bears are good.
I'll take it now. Because we have now entered the point where it would take a catastrophic collapse to not make the playoffs.
Okay, I hate that you said that.
No.
It's over. It's
But
over, Ed.
we got a different guy at the helm now, and it's not going to happen.
It's Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has changed this entire team, the identity. They have an identity. It was just so shocking because Black Friday last year, we fired Matt Eberflus after a debacle of a month-and-a-half stretch, culminating in the Bears not knowing how to use a timeout in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day in front of the country, to then Black Friday against the Eagles,
this was pretty.
where we just absolutely dominated. Yeah, and Caleb Williams, listen, I think the identity of this team is starting to form in a way that I feel confidence. Like, during this entire stretch, Eddie and I have talked about it. We've talked about it on this show where it's like, I think we're good, but I don't know because we're beating teams by 1 point, or we're blocking a field goal, or things are Jaden Daniels fumbling. Now I think we're good because we have the identity of we run the football better than almost anyone. And Caleb Williams is as clutch gets. If your game is on the line, you need a big throw, he is that guy. Steven Cheah is an absolute moron. And our defense is getting healthy. Our secondary is back. Dennis Allen's a great defensive coordinator. The Bears have an identity. And I say all of this knowing that the Packers are this week, and it all comes out of the Packers. And I know that's I don't want to put too much pressure on the game, but the boys were trying to get me to talk soupy. And I was like, I'm not talking soupy, because we have to beat the Packers.
We do.
Because if we don't beat the Packers, it's the same old Bears. In the Packers' eyes, and the world's eyes, where it's like, and obviously that doesn't really matter, but it's more, I'm just only focused on beating the Packers.
Well, listen, it's a tough league. Packers are a good team. We get 2 cracks.
Of course. But you know how it's going to be.
Yes.
If we puff our chest out right now, and then we lose to the Packers, and then it's like, oh, same old Bears.
No, it was Eddie's right, barring something catastrophic.
Yeah.
And what are the chances? That's like, you're right, Ed. There's no chance.
I actually agree with him.
They played the Packers twice.
You guys are messing with him. I actually agree with him. If the Bears have to make the playoffs.
Okay, so y'all
if they don't make the playoffs, then I will be disappointed at this point.
So let's highlight a couple of things here. Dan, you have finally, for the first time, said that the Bears are objectively good.
I think I said it last. I think I said it after the Steelers game. But now it's like
I thought Cheah got in trouble for tweeting at one point that
Well, he wasn't here last week.
Yeah, I wasn't here last week.
Oh, okay,
after the Steelers game, I did say they were good.
Okay.
That was the first moment where I was like, okay, we're not just beating the worst teams in the NFL, because there was a stretch where we were beating the worst teams in the NFL.
So we've upgraded to good. We are past thinking about the playoffs. We're even past thinking about the playoffs.
No, we have to make the playoffs.
Okay, we're just full on playoffs.
We have to make the
playoffs.
playoffs. We have to make the playoffs. You can't be 9-3 and miss the playoffs. You can.
Here's kind of my view of the Packers game that maybe works in the Bears' favor here is the Packers feel like the uptight team with all the pressure on them, right? They're the ones who have been crowned. They have like the preseason expectation of being Super Bowl favorites. They're the ones that every single week are coming in and nitpicking their team. Like, is the offense not good enough? Is this not good enough? Despite the fact they keep winning. Everything with the Bears right now is fun. And I know this meme's been overused this year in the NFL, but it feels like the Tiger Woods John Daly meme. But like, wouldn't you rather be John Daly? You're having fun. You're playing with house money. You're playing loose. You're surprising people. The Packers have, all they have is the expectation that creates no joy.
I think part of what we just said in terms of the Bears being, definitively a good team, you don't surprise anyone anymore. No one's going to look past the Bears anymore. At least this season.
No.
This is not like.
I mean, I don't think people have been looking past the Eagles.
I think people have been
Eagles
looking
needed
past.
that game.
I think people have been looking past the Bears.
Eagles desperately.
I mean, this guy over here has been looking past the Bears. He probably still thinks the Bucs are better than the Bears.
Well, the Panthers
Are the Bucs better than the Bears?
Right now, they're not. Is that fair?
I knew he was going to do that.
Right now, the Bears are 6.5-point dogs on the road this Sunday in Green Bay. Is that too much?
Yeah, I think it's been too much. Yes, I think they can. Here's what the win in Philadelphia did to me, at least, and Eddie, you can maybe back me up. I do not think the Bears are the best team in the NFC. I am also not scared of any team in the NFC. I think they can play with anyone, and that's a total mentality change and shift where it's like I'm not. Do I think that if we play the Rams 100 times, are we winning the majority of times? No, but I think we're winning more than people give us credit for. Like, I think we can play with any team in the NFC, and I'm not scared of any team.
I mean, we learned that Friday.
Yeah, right.
Look, Friday.
The Packers game too, obviously there's a lot of risk there, but anytime, or to like be upset and it's your rival and everything, but that's also a massive opportunity game.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you go into Lambeau and you beat them.
Yeah.
That is like,
of course,
rocket fuel.
Huge.
All right, real quick from the Eagles' perspective here. The Eagles are so interesting because with any other team, I would point to the very large sample size over 3 years and be like, this team's fine. Look at this. All they do is win ball. But they're Super Bowl champs. But we just have that inexplicable collapse of a couple of years ago that looms very large, and it just always calls up insecurity. Like, are we seeing it again from the Eagles?
I don't think it's inexplicable. I think it's explicable. It's explained very easily.
Well, I'm just talking about how do you go from 10
yeah. No, it's explained very easily that they went. Shane Steichen was their offensive coordinator when they went to the Super Bowl, right? Then he gets a job. Then Nick Sirianni hires from within. They fall off a cliff.
No, but they started.
Then Kellen Moore gets a job. No, I know. I'm saying, but that was kind of a weird smoke and mirror team too. That you could see the flaws. Then Kellen Moore gets a job. They win the Super Bowl. Then he goes and coaches at the Saints. Now it's back to Nick Sirianni hiring someone from within, and the offense looks unimaginative again. And it's like falling off a cliff. Where this is almost an identical repeat of the 2023 season.
I guess I just don't get, if you're so bad at the end, how'd you win so many games in a league where it's still so hard to win? How'd they go 2 years ago from 10-1 to losing 5 of the last 6?
Because I think you can have that, like, you can still. Howie Roseman is the best GM in the game.
Yeah.
So he puts a roster together that even with bad coaching.
Okay, that checks out.
Well, the big difference too is the defense has looked infallible for a large part of the season. The last 2 weeks they have not.
No.
Yeah.
Like at all. I thought that as a unit looked like one of the best units in football.
Yeah, I agree.
And now it's like, whoa.
Credit to Cheah for calling Saquon's fall off.
That's true. Never wrong, just early.
Yeah, that's right.
And eventually Saquon would stop having career years. Maybe it would take 10 years, but that would eventually happen.
He was right.
He was right. Did you guys bring up on the stretch at all? Not a lot of people talking about the Darnell Wright, Jalen Carter draft after Friday. Darnell Wright handled Jalen.
Yeah.
And I know it's a small sample size, but this is part of being a fan, is that you have these things in the back of your head of people talking junk online. And the Bears, Ryan Poles, who I have apologized to on every platform, I'd like to apologize formally here, passed on Jalen Carter to take Darnell Wright. Jalen Carter has looked like the better player for the first few years of his career. They went head-to-head on Friday. Darnell Wright completely shut him down.
Damn.
Feels good.
I mean, we dominated them.
Dominated.
So shout out to Bears fans everywhere. Can't wait for this game this weekend. All right, coming up next here on Wake Up Barstool, guys, we got a debut of a brand new segment. Don't go anywhere. Here on FS1. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here at the beautiful Barstool Sports Chicago HQ. This is the debut of a brand new segment. So if you watch Tuesday's show, you know that Steven and Dan's relationship can be described as lovingly antagonistic, as they seem to naturally disagree while also working great together. So we decided to put that to the test. This is the Big Cat versus Cheah debate. We have a few topics here, guys, and we're going to see who wins this sparring match. Wow. Did we get that wink on camera?
Yeah. So
He just
I was
gave
gonna
the
say, can we
cockiest
just get
wink
some
I've ever
rules out of the way to start? And I think we'll maybe do like standing with podiums in the future if this works. I want to say that, no feelings get hurt.
Yeah, sure.
And you are the worst.
Fair.
Cheah, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is Big Cat one of your best friends?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man.
All right, first topic of the day. Would you rather be the number 1 seed and get a bye, or guaranteed good win in the wild card round for the Bears? So the Bears either get the 1 seed, they get a bye, or you guarantee an impressive playoff win in the wild card round.
Cheah, what side are you taking here?
I want you. I mean, this is mainly a Bears question, so I want you to take it.
No, I'm going to take whatever. I'm going to take the opposite. I can beat you in any debate. That's the whole point of this. So what side do you take?
I mean, if I'm the Bears and Caleb Williams is the focus, I'm taking the good win in the wild card round, because you can absolutely lay an egg.
That's so stupid. You get the bye, you get the 1 seed, you get the home playoffs throughout, and you only have to win 2 games to go to the Super Bowl.
Guess how many number 1 seeds have won the Super Bowl since it expanded to 7? 0.
I don't care. I don't care. You're basically saying 2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
You're 2 wins away either way.
No, but okay,
Yeah,
so you guarantee, but you have to do it on the road.
Correct.
And you also don't have to play. You get a bye.
Yeah.
You get rested. You get healthy.
But you have the opportunity to lay an egg at home. And would the season be a success if you guys were the number 1 seed? Caleb Williams lays an egg at home, you guys lose by 30.
That's a really strong. I mean,
that's a good point.
because he's right. If Caleb
he
gets a
might have won that
playoff
one.
win on the resume,
that
then
one.
he fights against
It's a
everything.
All right, listen,
Successful-
you won
it's
the
a
round 1,
successful
okay? I'm man enough to admit when I lose an argument.
All right, to the judges.
Yeah,
Point
no,
Cheah?
listen, you want to win, yeah.
Okay, point
Playoff
Cheah.
game.
Point
For
Cheah.
sure, I get it, but
I got blinded by the home playoff
Nick,
game.
I know it hurts you, but
I hate to do it. It's a Steven Cheah bloodbath.
Yeah, he killed me. He killed me in that one. That one stung.
okay. Going into the postseason, would you rather have Texans edge rushers, so Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, or Lamar Jackson?
Can I go on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Texans edge rushers easily. I mean, that's a dominant unit. Defense does win championships, even for people to think that, the league has gotten so offensive. Lamar Jackson has not been good in the playoffs. He has stepped down every single time he's been in the playoffs. This is the easiest question of all time. If you give me the Texans edge rushers, you got a shot to win any playoff game.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair, but in the AFC, who is the dominant team this year? Is it the Patriots? I don't think the Patriots are scaring anyone, Lamar Jackson included. This is the year where Lamar Jackson has the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl.
What did the Patriots have to do with that?
Well, I'm just saying there's no dominant team.
Okay.
There's no
He said he may
the
not
field
have-
is
yeah.
wide open.
So that makes even more. That makes even more why winning with the defense is possible. When there's no dominant team, you can win an entire conference with a defense and a not great quarterback.
The Texans' offensive line has been better recently, but overall is not good. Is that fair?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so C.J. Stroud is a solid quarterback, but Lamar Jackson is the guy to take it to the next level. You need an elite level quarterback to win the Super Bowl. I'm taking Lamar Jackson going to the playoffs. I know he hasn't had success in the past.
Trent Dilfer?
How many
Brad
years ago was
Johnson?
that? Don't. Brad Johnson went
I'm
to the
just
Pro Bowl
saying.
that year. Let's not throw some.
You just said you need an elite level quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Look, no, Dan,
That offended
Brad
you.
Johnson's off.
Yeah, we're rocking the Brad
That's
Johnson
over the
sweatshirt
line
right now.
Dan, that's
Whoa,
over the
whoa, whoa.
line.
Brad Johnson made a.
The last year of Peyton Manning when he had a noodle arm.
How long ago was that? 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah, I know, but guess who won? The pass rush. You just said you need an elite level quarterback to win a Super
In
Bowl. That's
today's
just not
NFL.
true.
In today's NFL.
Does Jalen Hurts, is he elite?
Yeah.
What?
Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback.
Elite?
Elite quarterback.
Elite.
Is he the
Elite
new Joe
quarterback.
Flacco?
Who list your elite quarterbacks?
Jalen Hurts.
This is all right. So now this is a problem because I'm going to pause it. I want to time out. Did we
Side
do this?
debate?
We do this with the NBA superstars where Steven Cheah has like 75 guys are NBA superstars. If this elite list goes more than 4 quarterbacks, it's no longer elite.
Oh, yeah, it'll go more than 4 quarterbacks.
There you go. I'm proving my point. Go ahead.
By
Mahomes.
definition.
These are elite.
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow.
So you think Jalen Hurts is better than Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh,
Okay, Memphis
Okay.
Stafford, 6. I'm not ready to put
Do you
Drake
think Jalen
May there,
Hurts
but
is
it's
better
right
than
there.
Justin Herbert?
I mean, yes, he's shown it in the post. He's won championships. I'm not saying he's a better thrower of the football, but as far as quarterbacking, like
Would you rather have
has a whole
Jalen Hurts or Drake May?
I mean, if you look at their career so far,
I see.
how are you not taking the
You're
Super Bowl
in
MVP?
deep water. I do not think that you think Jalen Hurts is elite. I think you think Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl, which you can never.
All right. Now, what do you think, boys? Back to the original edge rushers of Lamar Jackson.
we would.
Also, I do think 6 is too many to be elite.
Way too many.
Like
He's confusing
the
winning a
definition-
Super Bowl with elite.
The definition of elite has to be a lower percentage than 6 of 32.
It has to be it has to be 3 or 4 tops.
But okay.
I'm caught up with the Brad Johnson. You said, oh, he made a Pro Bowl.
that year.
but like-
That year.
I think
Hey,
he led the
Pro Bowl's
NFL
pretty
in
good.
passing.
Was Sam Bradford made a Pro Bowl?
No, is that true?
I don't
Mitch
know.
Trubisky made a Pro Bowl.
Trubisky.
Yeah.
Snoop Huntley made a Pro Bowl.
Big Cat gets the point.
That's where you lost me, brother. I'm sorry.
I got him in deep water. I
Yeah.
drowned him when he
Texans,
went.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts is
well-
elite.
There was blood.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
water.
And I like Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback that people put a lot of dirt on. But to call him elite just because he won a Super Bowl, you're doing the PFT bit of he's doing it as a bit. Joe Flacco is elite. He won a Super Bowl. But you're doing it for real.
I mean, they built the whole team around him.
Exactly.
Hold on, guys. We're not having. Hold on. We're not
Yes.
having the Jalen Hurts debate.
He's not doing it himself. They built a whole team around him.
Just say you were wrong. Just retread.
Also,
He can't. He'll never say he's wrong.
If
Fine,
Drake
I'll,
May
I'll
is
track Jalen Hurts elite.
thank you. Okay. All right.
No, I mean, they built the whole team around him.
Tied
They're
1-1.
basically admitting
That's
it.
tough.
Tied 1-1. What is better, shoveling snow or using a snowblower?
oh my God.
This feels like.
Okay, so this is
Is there
coming
an
from a
inherent problem
debate.
with the question?
This is coming from a debate that we
Right?
had.
I mean, Eddie, right? Because okay, sorry, go ahead.
All right, so this is coming from a debate that we had. So I'm gonna change the debate a little because I don't think that it's gonna be fair. I don't think that's fair.
You can't argue shoveling snow or a snowblower. I've been using a snowblower this weekend. It's
Wait,
incredible.
what side are you on, Steve?
No, he's on snowblower.
I'm on snowblower.
Yeah, but that's not a fair debate because that wasn't what the debate. The debate is, I think shoveling snow is a fun chore. And here's why. It's snowing. And we had whatever, a foot of snow on
Foot of snow
Saturday,
is
right?
awesome.
You're stuck inside, kids going crazy, wife being like, oh, what are you gonna do? Take the kids somewhere, do something. Going outside and shoveling snow. I'm not a manly man. I'm not gonna pretend that I can fix a car or get on a roof. I can shovel snow. So I'll take care of the snow. I got this. You go out there, and here's what Steven Cheah screwed up on Saturday. He waited till the snow was over to go out there. I go out there every 2 hours and I take care of some snow.
You're getting a little
and
break.
It keeps the day, keeps moving the ball down the field of the day where you're like, oh, gotta go shovel the snow again, get a little outside, then you come inside, that feeling of like a little tiny bit of sweat from shoveling snow and then coming inside. It's a great feeling, the cold air hitting your face. I like shoveling snow. Would I obviously want to shovel snow forever? No, but I think it's not a bad chore. And then you also maintain well, you get the ice out, you get the salt out, you do a good job, and there's some pride that you take in your work where you look down the street and the whole street is still no shoveled snow, and you have the clean walkway. I love it.
You're comparing it to like a smoke break.
Kind of. And I should also say that I live in the city, so I'm not shoveling an entire driveway.
Jay?
Okay, so I will. The one part I will give you is that it is nice to be the one guy on the block that has the shovel to walkway.
Feels
But
great.
I mean, we're both similar age. I'm 39, you're 40. When
Wow, that feels
Didn't have
aggressive.
to do that.
well, when you're getting older, you're wearing the New Balances because you got the tight calf. There's no worse exercise on the body than shoveling snow. You get it in the lower back, you're hurting all day. You said you get a little bit of sweats and you're going out repeatedly, so you're sweaty all day, uncomfortable.
I mean, it's
by the
aggravating.
time you go out the next time, your boots are probably still wet.
No.
That's not a good
No,
feel.
because I have waterproof boots, you idiot. You just went counter to my point. I'm not getting hurt doing it because I'm going out every couple hours, so I'm shoveling an inch of snow at most. and maintain it.
It's
actually a fun activity.
I think it's a very peaceful activity.
Yes, it's the silence, the crunch. Oh,
you can't beat the peacefulness of it. However, this is very much first snow energy.
Yeah,
it does get old once snow. It happens a lot.
I just think that if you attack it correctly and you maintain throughout the day, it's kind of a nice. It's a nice breaks up the day.
I think I have 6 snow in January.
Yeah, of course. But Cheah also, he just didn't attack it correctly. He went out there when there was a foot of snow. He's like, oh.
Yeah, but dude, how?
Yeah, but I only have to do it once. The rest of the day is mine. I'm doing whatever I want.
What were you doing with your time, dude? You didn't do anything.
Built a snowman with my son.
Okay. You didn't do.
Watched a movie. It was a good day.
You didn't do anything.
I don't know. I just got a brand new snowblower. That thing's freaking awesome.
Snowblowers are great.
Being able to flip the little nozzle around and then watching it shoot. And then I've been doing the neighbor's driveway as well because they're old. I don't know. Am I supposed to salt it afterwards?
Yeah, I mean,
because I never know how theirs, some of the other neighbors are so clean, and I have a thin sheen of.
Yeah, you should salt it.
Yeah,
it freezes over.
Bad for your concrete though. That's a whole thing too.
I got a lot to learn.
Yeah, a little bit.
You gotta salt.
I gotta figure out. I said all of this, and I'm in pro snowing, but 2 doors down, who I'm friends with my neighbor, they have a heated sidewalk, and it's just big dog.
Yeah. People have heated driveways.
It's big dog me every single time I look at it. So I'm probably going to go heated sidewalk in the next couple of years, so I won't shovel it.
Okay, so wait, so who wins?
I think I lost with that last one.
I can't be caught agreeing with an old man. Give me the young buck, Steven Cheah.
All right, last one. Who is more famous, Pikachu or Michael Jordan?
Oh, go ahead.
I got to take Pikachu. I mean, the anchor of the #1 franchise. I mean, everybody knows Pikachu. We got little kids, middle schoolers, old heads, grandmas know Pikachu. $150 billion a year, the Pikachu franchise and Pokemon in general. Give me Pikachu.
Okay, so when did Pikachu come around?
98, maybe 98 in the U.S.
Okay, so Michael Jordan came around and became famous when there was a monoculture in this world, and especially in this country, where there was only one thing you could watch. There was a couple shows, Seinfeld, Friends. There's, 3 movies that everyone sees. There's the NBA Finals. There's the one guy. Now, yeah, of course, you could probably have, people are scatterbrained everywhere where there's TikTok and all these different ways to consume your content. Michael Jordan came around before Pikachu. He came around at a time where everyone knew who Michael Jordan is. I bet you if you polled the entire world, more people would say they know Michael Jordan, especially in Asia.
Especially in Asia.
No, you're going on the road in that one, brother.
You might have stepped into a bear trap.
They love the NBA in Asia.
They do.
But they love their Pokemon. They love their Pokemon. So if you look at, and I'll give you credit for this, Brand Jordan is huge. You see the sneaker drops going everywhere. That's all Michael Jordan. That every year, total revenue, $5 billion. Again, Pokemon franchise, $150 billion, and Pikachu is the guy.
Pikachu battled against plumbers, dude.
Pikachu's not even, no. I bet you that you ask a bunch of adults, they don't know who Pikachu is.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yes, they do.
I don't know who Pikachu is.
Yes, you do.
All right, we got to go to break. We got to go to break real quick. We got Dianna Russini from The Athletic coming up next, talking all things NFL. She's the absolute best. Keep it locked on FS1. Hey, so a quick. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. And right now, I am so pleased to be joined by the best NFL insider catcher working in The Athletic. You should listen to Scoop City as well. This is Dianna Russini. Dianna, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining us again.
Hi, guys. Good to be here. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. I can't believe we're here. It's December, baby.
I know.
It is December. And she's going to be on the Netflix Christmas game, so we'll talk about that. Look forward to that. First, though, I'm going to ask a selfish question, Dianna. I'm an LSU fan. Lane Kiffin, how about it? Here it comes down to Baton Rouge. But we're talking a little bit about this off air, and I want to know this, because he's going to leave me in tears one day, right? He's gonna chew me up and spit me out. And I'm okay with that if I have fun along the way. But I feel like where he may leave for could be the NFL. So do you have any insight into kind of the NFL perspective on Lane and this whole drama?
Yeah, it's kind of like the old saying, like you never marry the person you're having an affair with, right? Because they're just gonna that the cheating's just gonna happen again, right?
Yeah.
Like it's you're doomed. Like Lane's gonna leave you at some point here. But let's not get there. Let's have fun and enjoy the ride, and I hope you do. Shout out Ole Miss student athletes who I can't imagine what that's like, right?
No.
Like you need him to win the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
you need him to have success, and he's not there. And I feel for those kids. Look, I got to tell you, obviously in the college world, it was the story. It was the story in sports, and just texting with a bunch of people around football the last few days about it. Look, I think a lot of people understand the money grab of it all, right? Who's turning down that much money in real life? When you take away the emotion of all this, if any of us here on this show were offered $5-6 million more than what we're currently getting paid, we're probably going to take it, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Now,
I'd think
would say-
about it,
I will
yeah.
say that word on the street is that Ole Miss was matching or at least very comparable. But yes, I would absolutely.
I love that the only person who probably has that opportunity on the show is Dan. So
Well, and also I'm already rich. I'm already rich, so I'm good. I can actually
Exactly,
enjoy
like-
what I have. Yeah.
See, you've hit the beauty of life. Where you're not chasing like the rest of us who are just trying to get by. Look, I think a lot of people know that the ultimate position in the coaching world is to be in the NFL. Like everyone gets caught up in this of like, why would they leave? They love their school. They love the No. Every coach in college wants to coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's the pinnacle. And I think when you look at it through that prism and you just kind of have that reality and that real conversation with yourself, I think you understand it more. So I'm with you. I think it's just a matter of time before he steps back in.
Well,
and
does
tries
he
to do
have
it.
juice? Like, do they view him as a potential NFL coach?
Yeah, I think so. I think people see that he's got talent. He knows how to win. And look around the league right now. And I know we're going to get into a lot of the teams that are hot. The ones that are building these programs that have such a clear identity of what they are the teams that are taking off, especially this time of year. The ones that aren't too sure of what they are. And I think Lane does an exceptional job of knowing what they are. And I think that could transfer. Obviously, that's just not going to be right now. Although, what a story that would be.
You sound so nervous now,
He
too.
leaves
Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah.
January breaking news: Titans head coach. No, I'm just kidding.
What if Lane Kiffin was just watching this show and was like, I never even thought of the NFL. I forgot that I was the Raiders coach
It's so-
20 years
so
ago.
funny if he
Yeah.
went for the NFL in January.
It's funny. There a couple weeks ago, I was trying to DM Lane Johnson about something. It was like a charity thing that I wanted to ask him, and I was rushing and I accidentally DM'd Lane. And I was like, no, I did not want to DM him.
Yeah.
And so I just was like completely straight. I was like, sorry, this is the wrong lane in my life. Good luck. Whatever you decide later down the road. Goodbye. Like,
Can we get a graphic made? Dianna Russini DMs Lane Kiffin. There's no slides into Lane.
oh my God, that is the last thing I want.
Dianna, I got a question for you. So you were at the game on Black Friday, the Eagles-Bears. Bears look really, really good. Ben Johnson, the culture that he's built in Chicago is incredible. But on the Eagles side, have Eagles fans apologized to you for you being right all along, where you were probably one of the first people who this season said, hey, even though they're winning, things are not feeling right in this locker room and there's some, things that are going on behind the scenes. It looks like you were exactly right, and it's all coming out right now where it's like, hey, look, this offense is just not good.
Yeah, well, you're talking about a fan base that would probably digest that really well, right? Like, I got the. It's funny. I went to the tailgate because it was quite a scene, and I went to just hang out with some family and friends down there before I had to go in and cover the game, and I could not keep count of how many people booed me in my face, and I don't mean like a boo like that. Like it was like the double, like thumb down in my face to a point where like it became so funny. Like I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, but every Eagles fan kind of gives you the same look, which is like, I hate you because you're representing the message that I don't want to hear, even though I know. Because Eagles fans are so smart. I can't believe I just said that about Max in a way, but like they are. They know football well, and they know their team well, and what they're seeing, which is why, like, the feeling even in the stadium was so tense and almost like on edge every single play. And that's always the sign that you don't believe in your team. Like there was a point where I just thought everyone was booing them in hopes it would annoy the guys so much that they'd snap back into form of what we saw in the playoffs last year. So look, I was in the locker room after the game, right? So I'll start on the Eagles side of it. And they just seem like a team that doesn't have any answers. And there's no blame right now because they've done that, right? They've tried everything. They've blamed Sirianni. They blamed Patullo. They blamed Jalen. They blamed AJ. They blamed Saquon. They blamed the offensive line. And I think the reality or the truth of it is it's a little bit of everybody. And I think that's what they're realizing. So they're back in the building today and they've had a few days off. So I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to just have that real kind of moment as a group, like we could actually do this and turn it around right now. I'm just not sure if they have the answer though.
Yeah.
Dianna, I'm a Steelers fan, unfortunately right now. They haven't won a playoff game in 7-8 years. The whole thing about the Steelers is they don't fire coaches and they don't have a losing record. Is their pride their biggest weakness?
I think that's a fair point to make, but you could also flip it as they're an organization that believes in loyalty and they're patient, and sometimes that's good because we've seen it numerous times in the league where you're so quick to just fire, and it doesn't do anything. Look at the Giants right now.
Yeah.
Right? They're actually an example of probably being a little too patient in this last year, right? Like we all knew what was happening at the end of last year. We knew that even ownership was a little hesitant to even wanting to bring back Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen, and here they are. I just think they have a strong culture there in Pittsburgh, and it's hard to walk away from that because the teams that don't have that are the ones that really can never get on the right foot. The Steelers always give you the belief that they're going to be good every year. And I give them a check for that, right? Because that's better than a lot of teams where you're just like, I don't know what this is. You know what the Steelers are. I just think it's okay to say at some point here, change may be good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't predict them, and I don't have any knowledge at this moment that ownership is having conversation about firing Mike Tomlin. But I think there's a world where maybe Mike Tomlin looks at the situation himself and is like, you know what, maybe I could use a new environment, you know, but we'll see. We also have this conversation this time every year.
Right,
I've had this a million times. So every time I think this is going to be the year, Mike's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go to New York, or I want to go to Cali. I want to do something different. He stays.
Yeah, and he would have a job before he left the facility.
Yeah, I mean, what about Lane Kiffin?
Oh
Okay,
my
so
God,
here-
Lane Kiffin as the Steelers.
I know. Lane Kiffin to the Steelers. Here's the thing about the whole have a job in a minute, right? Like, how many times have we heard that with so many coaches?
Right.
You know, even 2 years ago, it was Tennessee fired Mike Vrabel, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's gonna get a job in 2 seconds." He was like a coach of every position in Cleveland as a consultant after that, right? And then it's sort of that time away was good, and it built up. I think a lot of time for him to recover from whatever happened in Tennessee. And now you have Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, the two hottest names in this offseason, and both of them are leading their teams at the top of their divisions.
Yeah.
To flip away from the collapsed teams, I mean, the NFC, it looked like that last spot was between 3 teams. And then this Panthers-Cowboys team comes out of nowhere. Which team do you like more out of those two?
Out of the Panthers and the Cowboys?
Yeah.
It's so funny that you are using them as an example because they're my comp for one another. They remind me of each other because they're both teams that can beat the really good teams like we just saw the Panthers do, you know, with the Rams and Dallas with the Chiefs. Yet they can lose to really bad teams as the Panthers did to the Saints. Like, I think they just need to sort of find a way to be steady the way the Chicago Bears have been. I can't believe I'm saying that, but they're the best example of finding ways to win every game, no matter who it's against. And, you know, for obviously Chicago to walk into the link on when everyone in the world is watching that game and to absolutely beat them up through the run game, you know, that tells you that they know what they are and they find ways to win. I don't think the Panthers and the Cowboys have hit that moment yet. They just have moments of good play. And obviously Dak Prescott on the Dallas side is just tremendous this season. Perhaps maybe a top candidate for MVP conversation right now.
Oh, you did it. You did it. Love it. Put
What?
it on the board. I gave him the award on Monday's part of my take. He has won the award for being in the conversation for MVP award.
But never won it.
And he's not gonna win it. But the hot thing that's gonna be said in the next 3 weeks on every show is, you know who should be in the conversation? Dak Prescott.
It's kind
But
of
he should
But
though.
not
Like,
actually. But
who are you?
but
Do you
it's a
think
cop-out
Caleb should
because-
be?
But you wouldn't vote for him. You just want to put it. You just want to give him a little. Just say, yeah, this guy's not going to win, but he's having a really good year.
That's a nice
Dak
compliment,
Prescott.
though.
Yeah.
I would love to get that compliment.
Yeah.
I have a vote. So
I know, but you're not going to vote for him. So you.
What?
Oh,
How
are
do you know that?
Oh, are
No,
you going to vote
I'm
for
not
him?
going to vote for him.
No, you're not going to vote for him. But everyone is gonna. I mean, he's having a great year, so he deserves to win that award of being in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah. It's look, I give them credit. This is a team that I thought their defense was going to be the reason why they stunk. And Jerry Jones was adamant they were going to fix it. He believed in Eberflus, which I know is pain to your ears, but he did. And the fact that they've transformed themselves and, obviously make those trades and now they're in it and we're talking about them and they wowed us on Thanksgiving. So, I think the momentum's on their side though.
The Eberflus thing doesn't I had this yesterday. We're doing an idol contest trying to hire a Chiefs fan, and he brought up Matt Nagy, and I have to say this is when you know that your life has changed and Ben Johnson is the one, and you could go and run off to an island with him. Is that when people mention Eberflus and Nagy, it doesn't even register in my brain. I'm like, who's that?
happy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did date them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what
I
happens
don't
when you
care.
meet the one, right?
Yeah.
You forget all the losers in your life. Like
Yeah.
all the exes are just like, wait, when did I? Oh yeah, I forgot I dated that guy. It's the same thing. It's like when it's good, it's great.
Yeah, I'll check
My
in once
question
in a
for
while,
Ben
I'll click the
Johnson
page.
Did
Just
you
make
guys
sure you don't like.
Yeah.
in the post game locker room celebration of Ben with the whole shirt thing, and maybe this is because I'm Italian and all the men in my life are like hairy gorillas. He had no body hair. Did you notice that?
I think that's probably a competitive advantage. Less to grab onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he gets waxed?
I don't know. What if he
got
gets a little tough? He gets a little back and forth with Big Dom. He's got to have nothing to hold on to. So I think Ben Johnson's in that category now, where it's like everything he does has a purpose and everything he does is calculated. So if he tells me he shaves his body hair to give a 1% edge to the Chicago Bears, and be like, yeah, I'll shave it too.
I got waxed recently, Diana, and it went terribly.
Wait, what'd you wax?
My back and my nipples. Oh. And it I just have red dots everywhere.
Oh.
Still?
Still. I'm very self-conscious in the locker room now. It's I don't know how y'all do it. I don't think I'm gonna get waxed again. Also, my nipples look ridiculous.
Yeah,
Looks like a nuclear bomb went off.
I don't wax my nipples, so I can't relate. But yeah, women definitely participate in waxing of areas, and as I mentioned,
How do you stop the red bumps? I've been lotioning. I've been trying everything. I use antibacterial soap. I don't know.
Alcohol.
Yeah, just keep the moisture. I think
Yeah.
that's the key. You gotta, and also you have to use those scrubs in the shower. Just find someone in your life that has one of those.
Okay.
Make sure you don't
He's sitting down to pee too. So this is just
This is a slippery.
It's comfortable.
Just keep going.
It's
Jay.
comfortable. All right, Jay, what do you got, Jay? It's comfortable.
Diana, nice to see you this morning. Hair looking great. Wanted to ask you.
Che, it's so funny. I just said to one of my producers that you're my favorite person on this morning show because he's like, "Hey, Steve's on today." I'm like, "He's always on. He's the brains of this operation."
That's true. That's true. You
So
speak
thank
the truth,
you.
as always. As many good teams as there are in the league, there are as many bad teams. Hot coordinator names are starting to emerge. Who do you like for the next coaching cycle? Because there are some bad teams too.
Yeah, so the name that isn't getting any attention, I think that I believe will probably pick up some steam here is Robert Saleh, right? What he's doing with this 49ers defense with nobody. Think about how many injuries they have and they're winning. And by the way, we'll talk coach of the year, I'm sure, but Kyle Shanahan is up there for me as somebody that could do because of what they're doing in San Francisco. But Saleh is a huge reason why they're able to do this. And I know he wants to coach again as a head coach. And look, the Jets situation was what it was. I think there's a lot of factors there why he didn't have success. But I also think he learned a lot. So I could see him getting some opportunities, definitely some interviews. But Matt Nagy, I know we've brought him up before, Dan, he's a name that makes sense with Borgonzi in Tennessee. And look, the Chiefs are on life support, but when you actually take a look at the nerdy numbers on offense, they're really good. They're doing a good job. It's their defense that's been the problem. They don't have a pass rush. Their run game hasn't been fantastic. But Patrick's been awesome. And Matt Nagy has a lot to do with that. And whenever Matt Nagy's been there, they've had success. So I could see him getting back in the mix. And I can tell you he's in the mix for these jobs. The Giants job, guys, is the one. I actually had somebody yesterday in the NFL say to me, I'm not so concerned about who's going to be the head coach. The OC of New York, to me, is going to be, I think, the key there, because I don't envision the Giants going after the hot OC for that job, because they understand that team needs identity. They lost. They did the hot OC, right? Brian Dable was it. That didn't work. So they're going to need to bring in someone. Although, how funny would that be if they bring in Robert Saleh? Like, he's back.
That would be perfect.
Like, that's not going to happen. But you never know. You know?
Dianna, you're the absolute best. And it's a very, very busy time of year. Everybody should listen to Scoop City every single week. It's great. And again, it's going to only get busier for you as you'll be the sideline reporter on Christmas Day for Netflix. Congratulations. That's awesome. And thank you for waking up with us.
Thank you. My family hates me, but I'm excited about it. Thank you.
It's going to be awesome. All right, Dianna, thank you. You're the best. Again, Scoop City with her, Chase Daniel, Palmer. It's fantastic. Coming up next, it's time to once again engage in supreme debate. Snowblower.
He was like, that was offensive. I forgot about that till you just brought it up. I'm offended by that. I want it on the record. I'm offended. We were talking about different segments that we can do on this show. The debate segment was one of the ideas. We have a couple other things that we're going to start doing on Tuesdays to spice it up. And we were talking about the debate segment, and T-Bob was like, I'll just look at Dan's Twitter to try to find things we can debate. And they said, oh, wait, doesn't Cheah do all the tweeting for Dan?
No,
and I was like, what is going on?
I said a lot. I should have said some.
A lot. He tweets like 4 clips during the yak for me. And that's really just so I'm not on my phone. Because people complain if I ever look at my phone, even though everyone else looks at their phone. It's not fair.
You just happen to be in the middle.
I'm in the middle, and people get it. Anytime I look at my phone, I do look at my phone too much, so I'm not absolving myself of all blame. I also just think that I'm put to different standards.
Supreme debate: does Steven Cheah actually run Big Cat's Twitter? All right, let's do it. Supreme debate. This is where we have the conversations that nobody else on Morning Sports Talk TV is willing to have, and we'll start with one that's very dear and near to my heart, even though it's a bit disrespectful to my heart. Is choosing between Oxford, Mississippi and Baton Rouge, Louisiana the worst of all hard decisions? Guys, look, these are onion cities, okay? To the outside, y'all may not love them, y'all may not think they look like much, but they reveal themselves unto you the more you look and the more you find. So, no, this is a great decision to make, 2 great southern towns, but Baton Rouge is obviously superior. It's capital Louisiana.
The only way an onion isn't stinky is when it's not looked inside.
Yeah,
exactly, but it's got layers.
But every layer stinks worse.
But onions are delicious.
Yeah.
Like, they're incredible.
They're good.
They're good raw on stuff. No. You can caramelize them, they're great. You can cook them, you can fry them, they're incredible.
Back to this.
Yeah.
Oxford's a nicer town.
No.
Okay. I've been to both. As an unbiased outside observer, LSU football experience far superior. The game day, the night, the stadium, all of that blows Ole Miss out of the water. In terms of like the niceness of the town, you said it yourself. Baton Rouge is a little ratchet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oxford's nice. So
Oxford's like Stepford Wives.
Yeah, but I think that's. Lane Kiffin does yoga with like hot moms every morning. That's where Oxford probably was a tough place for him to leave.
I need a little grease.
I know, but that's a tough place for Lane to leave. I need a little Boosie living down the street. Play neck.
Baton Rouge superior to Oxford in every way.
Except for the hot yoga. And the hot mom.
No, Lane was already in. He was already doing yoga Lattes yesterday. You see the yoga Lattes for
he probably didn't love the studio.
It's a great studio. I'm sure he did. Baton Rouge is better than Oxford. Screw y'all. All right, who's next? Nick, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Mine's an NFL rule change. I think after throwing an interception, the offense can choose two things. They can lose possession like a normal interception, or it's a loss of down and the opponent gets 1 point.
Ooh, just okay.
So you can get the ball back.
You can get the ball back, you lose the down, and it's 1 point to the defense, the opposing team.
I think we have to up the points.
You think?
If I'm gonna, but you might be right. That's like a classic game theory thing. Am I going too aggressive?
Right.
By saying more than 1 point?
I think it's actually this. I like this rule. The defense should be the one that decides.
Ooh.
Right? That makes more sense. Because you shouldn't be able to throw an interception and be like, no, give me the ball back.
Right.
But
okay.
if you're on the defense,
that's better.
You were saying.
you intercept the ball and you can say, we will give you the ball back, but we get a point.
I just want to see more exciting plays.
Yeah.
So I want to see more heaves. So I was doing it for the offensive side, less penalty for trying.
Yeah.
But no, I like.
Yeah, so
I
the
like
defense gets to decide if they want, because the defense would conceivably give it back if they're up 8.
Yeah, and if I
They would be like, all right, take the ball back. We're up 9 now.
If I get a pick to end the game at the end of the game too, I don't want the offense just to be able to like, oh, okay,
No,
take
you
a
don't.
point, and then we get another shot at it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. more
Okay,
than
yeah,
defense.
yeah.
All right, there we go. We got
Oh, wow.
Shout out Connor, dude.
Wow.
Hey, shout out Connor. Great
like
graphics
that.
guy.
That would be a fun, because it would just be more strategy.
It'll be
which would
chaos and a little bit more. I like more strategy.
Yes, I agree.
The punt interceptions, you know what you're doing then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the ones that's like third down, you throw it down so far, it's like, all right, basically.
Let's get a point.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Byard leading picks? We didn't even talk about that. 6 of them things on the
He's
year.
been
right
awesome.
He was
another
left for dead.
Another Ryan
was
Poles.
done.
Ryan Poles deserves a ton of credit.
now.
He does.
Just give me a pass rusher, and then I'll
I understand you can't fix everything. He fixed the offensive line.
Eddie, you're
That's
getting
all-
greedy.
that's
You're
all I
getting
said.
greedy already
I'm
from
not
the
getting
boiler
greedy.
room
I-
to the
I-
one
Typical
seed.
way.
Ryan
now
Poles has
you
done a
say-
great
Oh,
job. I've
man,
saved my amends.
listen. He's done
We've
a lot of things very well.
We've heaped a lot on him
Yeah.
when things have not looked great. He has turned this team around
For sure,
quickly.
Ed,
I need a pass rusher.
It feels like yesterday you were in your boiler room.
I know, I get it. The team's played well, but I need a pass rusher.
If old
by your
you
guns, I like it.
would be disgusted with you right now.
Just saying.
Week 2, you would. Oh.
Jay, what do you got?
Nothing to see here. Younghoe Koo was perfect last night, 1 for 1 on extra points, didn't miss the field goal. So
It's true.
Probably the best Asian kicker of all time. Only a couple contenders.
What?
Probably. Who?
What about Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan?
Ooh, that's a good point.
NFL kicker.
Okay, because those guys are really
Those
good at
guys
kicking.
are so
They're
good at
really
kicking.
good at kicking.
I mean, Chun-Li would be number 1.
Okay, great. So we just named 3 that are better.
No, NFL kicker. He's the best NFL kicker of all time. You could look to the 1986 draft, John Lee, picked in the 2nd round. Only 1 season in the NFL. Cameron Dicker, actually born in Hong Kong, lived in Asia
No way.
for the first 11 years of his life, but is not of Asian descent.
Okay.
So he's.
But he is
not-
Chinese.
But he's better.
Younghoe Koo?
Statistically wise, right now, Younghoe Koo has made a Pro Bowl before, was 90+% for a couple of
Brad
years.
Johnson.
Yeah, it was 90+% for a couple of years. But if Koo had actually kicked this kick, didn't have the best opportunity to go in. 47-yard kick. But very interesting stat, on Monday night and Thursday night, so the main non-Sunday primetime games, he is 71.4%. He's 5 for 7 on Monday night, 10 for 14 on Thursday night. So there was pretty much a 30% chance this wasn't going in. Good for him on not even kicking it.
Yeah, well, don't hurt his stats. Heady play.
Yeah, perfect on the night.
Wait, so that technically didn't count as a kick?
Not a kick.
No.
He never made contact with the ball.
I still don't understand how this happens. It's like
It looks like he planted his front foot too far.
This-
like he got out over his skis.
this happens to me in like the tee box. I'm terrible at golf.
Yeah.
It would be like a professional. It'd be like, Justin Thomas getting up in the tee box and just missing the ball.
Was the hold bad?
The hold
What?
looked a little.
I don't know.
Because it kind of
I don't know if you can play the hold at that point, dude.
There. But so Che, out of 2 Asian kickers in the NFL, he is the best
From Asian descent, he is the best.
of Asian descent.
He's
okay.
the only
He's
one.
the only.
But then if
The
you
only one,
include
but by
Cameron
default.
Dicker,
If we include people that were born in Asia, then technically no, he's not the best.
and if we include
but he's still in second.
And if we
He's still in
include
second.
Asians that kick, it's Chung-Li, it's
Chun-Li.
Jackie Chan.
Well, Chun-Li's fictional though, but
It's a lot of
she is a
guys.
beast. I mean, she's a dog.
What about Liu Kang?
Liu Kang, I'd put Chun-Li over Liu Kang.
Chun-Li's
A
whole
lot
thing,
of good Asian kickers.
Chun-Li's whole thing is kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang
Yeah, I
is a
guess.
flying kick. Ryu, hurricane kick.
Who was the? It doesn't matter. I was thinking of Tekken. All right, Eddie, what do you got?
FCC violations are in order for Mariota Gate.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Tarico Collinsworth, I like them both, but and I'm a man of bad pronunciation on things, but that's unintentional. This was intentional.
It was crazy.
They
I thought it
came
was
in
going
ready
crazy.
to go. Yes.
Why did they just decide? Mariota's been in the consciousness of America for over a decade.
Yes.
He was a very big deal at Oregon. Did he win a Heisman? He won a Heisman.
Yes.
Yeah.
He won a Heisman. He was a first-round pick. All these things. You can't just 12 years in just say this is how we're pronouncing his name.
It's crazy, and I need the FCC because Goodell pronounced his name wrong on draft night. Do you remember that?
No.
He called him Marcus Mariota.
No.
Their number one pick. It's like, Goodell, you got one job.
Wait, but is it never too late to right a wrong? Because they're only doing that if he told them that no, it's for whatever reason now that it's actually pronounced Mariota.
Is it Tarico's Italian accent?
Yeah, it might be.
it
might be.
Yeah, him and
That's
Russini,
exactly what happened.
my two
might be
favorite
what it
Italians.
Remember how earlier in the year we couldn't decide on Bijan Robinson's name and just the pronunciation of it? That feels like forever.
No, our very own Jersey Jerry, who cannot pronounce anything, was actually the one who was pronouncing it correctly in Bijan. He was doing it as a joke, but not a joke because he can't pronounce anything. And then Bijan Robinson was like, yeah, it's Bijan. So credit to Jerry.
It's Marcus Mariota, not Mariota.
There it is.
Mariota.
Um,
So weird.
Yeah.
all right,
They
there
should
it is,
actually
guys.
do that, though. They should. Now I'm thinking about it. It'd be funny if they just pick one guy every Sunday night.
Just twist a little.
Yeah, just to mess with us, because it would drive us nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it did. It was
It's a good
distracting.
troll.
Everybody says my last name differently, and I've never corrected.
I feel like Devon A-Chain. I've always said A-Chain. I feel like everybody's been saying A-Chan this year.
I always say Chan.
Yeah, well, maybe it was in college. Maybe I'm just going back to the Texas A&M days. All right.
Sick brag. He knew where he went to college.
Bro,
He knows ball like that.
all my knowledge is filtered through college. Shout out Lane Kiffin, you my dog. Let's get it. Natty incoming to
For now.
Baton Rouge, the superior college town. All right, Rico Bosco talking some college hoops on the other side. There he is, Rico. Give it to him. Let's go. Slap the floor, baby. Wake up. Ooh, Rico. What's happening, y'all? Every single Tuesday we do it. It's college hoop season. Feast week is in the books, and we got our own guy, our expert, Rico Bosco, joining the show.
Wait, we're doing this every Tuesday with Rico?
Yeah.
Okay, I want credit for that.
Yeah, Rico. Also,
Rico, can I get credit for that?
It's another feather in your cap for Rider of the Year, Dan. Yeah,
I
for
didn't
sure.
know we were doing this every Tuesday, but
yeah,
I
he's
want credit for it.
Also, speaking of being a writer, Rico's a writer for WUB. He does a ton of great work over the weekend, helping the Monday shows, helping me and Brandon with the college football shows. The guy just grinds constantly. He brought breakfast for the entire New York office
Well,
yesterday.
he didn't want anyone to know about that, okay?
Lunch,
he didn't
excuse
want
me,
anyone
lunch.
to bring up the fact that he
Good
bought
guy,
lunch
Rico.
for everyone one day. That's crazy that people started posting about it. He didn't want anyone to know about that.
Good guy, Rico,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Tried to
Rico.
take gas. Putting gas in that text was a mistake, but
All right, so Feast Week. Rico, give us the winners and losers.
I mean, the first winner obviously is Michigan. They win 3 games by a combined 110 points, including a big win over Gonzaga. That I didn't think they'd get blown out. I thought Gonzaga's really, really good. Lendeborg's obviously unbelievable, a kid from UAB. They got the kid Morrow, who's 7'3". I mean, everybody shoots it. They're playing like a pro team. Was just astonished by Michigan in that week. And this is a team who barely beat Wake Forest, needed a fight against TCU, so looked like okay, and then really turned up a notch. A new number one now in Ken Palm. I think we'd have 4 or 5 of those different teams. But coming out of Feast Week, like, you had to be wowed by Michigan.
Did they get the Ellison money? Is that why they're good again, or what's the?
Oh, they got Dusty May, Kyle
Dusty
Church,
May.
great staff. I mean,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. So, but yeah, they got the players too, Eddie.
Yeah.
2 7-footers.
Yep.
Helps a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, give us a loser then. We'll bounce back and forth there. Who's one of the big losers of the week?
Yeah, so off of that Michigan-Gonzaga game, Adam Lefko claimed to be, the quote was that it was the biggest non-conference game in years, and I'm talking decades. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid they had out at the Players era, that all the media members were just blindly like defending it and how great the arenas are and the setups and stuff like that. It's like, dude, these games are half empty in the middle of it. So Adam Lefkoe saying that is crazy when we've had a lot of good non-conference games. And also this game was decided probably like 12 hours, 13 hours before. The way the tournament was, nobody knew it was anticipated. So you've had Tennessee, Memphis back in 08. You've had non-conference games in Maui, things like that. Like, this was bizarre that he said that. If he's going to say this, the next thing he's going to say is that Gonzaga Baylor is the most anticipated national championship of all time. Like, this is a slippery slope, Adam, so be careful.
Rico's making fun of himself there because he did say that. Gonzaga Baylor.
Putting Adam Lefkoe on notice. Excellent.
The 08 Tennessee.
Memphis game is crazy.
I was in DARE class.
Who could forget? Can I ask Rico a non-college basketball question?
Yeah.
Sure.
Rico, obviously the college football rankings coming out tonight. Everyone's debating online. Are you still just the lone guy on Twitter who's trying to say that Texas should be in with 3 losses when there's 6 teams with 2 losses for 2 spots?
No, that was my Thanksgiving hobby, Dan. Thanksgiving's now over.
Okay.
Texas, yeah, it's
They're out.
I was getting texts from my brother like, dude, we grew up Notre Dame fans. Like, are you okay? Like, what do you? I'm like, I'm just addicted to the hypothetical. I'm sorry.
But the hypothetical made no sense. They have 3 losses.
Agree to disagree.
The hypothetical was based on just
it's like leftovers.
Just
I had till Sunday
ignoring.
night. I haven't said it since.
I know, but the hypothetical that Texas should be in was just blatantly ignoring the fact that they lost to a really bad Florida team.
They got some good wins.
Every time you bring it up, they'd just be like, well, they should if they didn't. Here's my hot take. If Texas didn't play Ohio State, they still wouldn't be in.
I don't know about that.
Why? Whose resume are they better than?
I think they have a better resume than Notre Dame, probably.
Okay, but Notre Dame might not be in.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, there's a lot of two losses.
It's
I keep Notre Dame and Miami out.
But Notre Dame doesn't have a loss like Texas has.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. That's the funniest part about Notre Dame's resume is that it's like, oh, we have 2 good losses.
Yeah, right.
I
think everyone just talking about the Texas thing is like, if they didn't play Ohio State, I still don't think they'd be in because they
put Diego Pavia in the playoff. That is the only thing I care about. I've never talked to a player that made me fall in love with him as fast.
Last week you said
Diego
you had
did.
no SEC bias.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't at all. All right, Rico. What about St. John's? Where were you at with St. John's out of Feast Week?
Yeah, 3 games against the Ken Palm top 30. They're giving up 90 a game, 1.23 points per possession. Nobody has done that since, to equate that, last year, Mississippi Valley State was doing that. Like, where is this St. John's defense? Where is this vaunted defense that I've seen? Now, they're going to get a ton of wins in the Big East because the Big East is weak. But I just don't think St. John's is elite. Rick Pitino famously said, I don't need a point guard. He's going to play positionless basketball. Pretty sure you need a point guard, and I was a fan of Ian Jackson, Cardinal Hayes kid, here in the city. Like, they finally got somebody back, but just, it's not working for them. You go by them if you ask nice. So it's just, we'll see,
I love this segment. I'm happy we're doing this every Tuesday. It's literally just what's going on in Rico's life.
St. John's a big story, Dan. St. John's a big story. They were top 5. It's like, what's going on? They won the offseason.
Give us the
Hang the
Peters
banner.
Curtis.
Shout out Rapoli.
Okay, Rico, what about this? So on Friday, we have Megan making money, Triple N. But on Tuesday now, we're going to have the Triple M Mid-Major Minute. Take it away. 60 seconds to get us right on the mid-majors.
All right, yeah, so I'll give you 2 teams. East Tennessee State, okay? They got 3 guys averaging 11+. They're very old, seniors, juniors. The kid Brian Taylor leads the way. He's got 14. He's shooting 39.3% from 3. I like this team. They're going to be like in a 14-15 range. I like them tonight against Dayton, catching the 11.5. I think they'll be in that game. But the thing I like, if you look up their defensive tempos and stuff like that, when you look at a mid-major, somebody could pull an upset in the tournament. It's their style. They're going to make you play slow. And then their defense, number 1 in the half-court defense, 2 against pick and roll, 8 points per game, steals, turnovers in the top 25. This team gets after you like a student loan company, okay? They're all about it. So love their defense. And then on the flip side, Belmont. very fast, 42 tempo. Casey Alexander's been knocking on the door. So in terms of being in the tournament, you got to think he keeps getting there. He eventually goes and wins one. Their offense is amazing to watch. Sydney Sweeney, Selma Hayek, Casey Alexander. What do they have in common? Great sets. The guy runs unbelievable stuff. He's a Rick Bird disciple, Panic back in the day. He's a lifer at Belmont. They got the kid Tyler Lundblade. He couldn't get a minute at TCU. He's shooting 42% from three, 47 last year. This is a team that wants to get going. I like their offense. Belmont in the Missouri Valley, which is a good conference. They could be a pretty high seed and steal somebody.
Rico, before you go, because you're going to go in a minute, this has been great. Do you want to shout out your address so that people can send you more gear? Because obviously ETSU, we see it on your shirt today. They paid for that 30 seconds they got on FS1.
They did not pay for the 30 seconds. Their ties, their head coach was a student manager with Bruce Pearl, their assistant. He's got ties to Houston. This is defense. This is what these guys do. He's out. All right, he's out. All right, he's out. I also like Kennesaw State minus the 13.5. I've been hot on this show. Cal Baptist, Bob.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look, all Rico does is hand out winners every single week.
That's not true.
Rico Bosco, you're the man. Thank you so much,
I love
brother.
him. He did not hand out winners yet.
I think he did last week.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
I will take. Listen, I'm a rider.
Dallas
I'm going
Baptist.
for Rider of the Year. I'm going to take East Tennessee today. I
Dallas
will. I
Baptist.
absolutely will.
He's a bad enemy to have.
All right, we got to go. We'll rank Lane Kiffin
Give him a
exits
team
coming up
dry
next.
fit.
Yep.
You got him for life.
All right, Lane Kiffin's the hot topic, guys, and I busted out the telestrator. We're going to rank Lane Kiffin coaching exits. Now, we have to start at 1 here. I can't go 6 to 1. I can only go 1 to 6.
Why?
Because the
technology?
The tech just isn't there yet. We just don't have the ability to count back.
I could draw the number, but I really wanted to do live
You
animation.
sprung that on his right.
Yeah, what? We got. Who does the count? We gotta go. You gotta go.
Okay, I'll draw it. But just tell me this one would have been cool. A little custom animation. That was me. Okay. We'll draw it. Start at 6.
You got this.
6 being the
FAU
worst.
6 is the like
6 is the least interesting.
FAU for Ole Miss.
FAU Ole Miss.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Easy.
Look at that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I think leaving Ole Miss for playoffs is a wait. No. I think fired by Saban is a clear 5 here. Because he took the FAU job and Saban was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And they still have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Now it gets interesting.
Because he also was gonna stay, and then Saban just, when he was staying, Saban was like, "You're just doing the FAU job right now."
Where do y'all think for 4? Because this is where it heats up.
I think it's probably Al Davis, because Al Davis, he got fired and it was pretty quick. It was a year and some change. Also, Lane Kiffin kind of proven right on all that because he said he didn't want Jamarcus Russell. They drafted Jamarcus
He wanted Calvin
Russell.
Johnson.
Yeah.
But it is hilarious that Al Davis gave an hour-long PowerPoint in which he said, this man is a con man. He conned you. He conned me. He's a liar.
Yep.
Now look what happened.
They ended up getting into litigation, I think, briefly about it.
I think fired on the tarmac
This is
actually.
I think that's my 1.
See, I was going to say, I think it's a little. He's kind of called this story into question a little bit. He has said that he was fired at the airport, but not left on the tarmac. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he was fired. He was fired at the airport. The story that I've at least known is that they landed in LA before they got on the buses. He got fired in one of the rooms, in a terminal.
Yes, he got fired at
All his
3
bags
a.m.
went back to the USC, and he was just stuck there. So he had to get a taxi up. That's pretty funny.
That is.
So is Knoxville Riots 3 or?
I think Knoxville Riots is 1, but yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
These could all be 1.
Yeah, they could all.
We
be
got to make
one.
a choice, though, guys. We're quick on
All
time.
right, fire
I'll let you guys do tarmac.
Tarmac 3. And then Ole Miss before the playoffs 2, and then Knoxville Riots 1.
So the best part about the riots, I was reading up on these, is that who was it that the old Roman emperor was it Caligula who watched the city burn?
It was.
So apparently,
I don't know, dude.
Lane was in his coach's office looking outside, and there were just fires everywhere from burning mattresses as the students were rioting and vandalizing the campus.
I saw the quote that Lane Kiffin is the only man in the world who can burn a bridge while still standing on it. And that's exactly what he did at Ole Miss. He was trying to stick around.
Yeah. I mean, recency bias. This is the first time there hasn't been any. We had Hogate. We had him like holding the school hostage.
Yeah, it might be one.
Yeah, saying
The Tennessee one was pretty crazy,
Tennessee
though.
was crazy.
It was, although, yeah, maybe it's this one because the Tennessee, the only thing I'd say in defense of Lane on the Tennessee one is he said when he took the job at Tennessee, if USC opens, I'm taking that job.
Yeah.
So he was very transparent about that. That is his dream job. It's all very funny. Lane Kiffin,
It's incredible that he even has 6 exits.
I think he's like great for college football. I know there are people who hate him. I think he's great for college football. I think it makes it more interesting.
Coming up next, closing out the show, Wake Up Barstool. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. I did forget to mention, I'd be remiss if I didn't, a very funny element of the continued Kiffin drama. So LSU obviously had to do everything they could to pry him out of Oxford. And so he had built into his contract where if Ole Miss wins playoff games, he would get bonuses for each game they win. LSU will be paying those bonuses if Ole Miss wins games. Wow. So he will be getting paid
T-Bob thinking
not to work.
Kiffin's staying forever.
Not to work.
He must really love him.
Yeah.
He does. Look, the governor convinced him to come, man.
Your best chance to keep him is to have Coach O on staff for the entire time and have Coach O just be his guy.
Bro, when I cannot, oh my God. When
He's coaching the
O-
Raiders
When
next
Coach
year,
O's
dude.
back on that team, wearing purple, it's going to be, all's going to be right in the world. The Swamp King returns to the cast iron throne. Thank you guys. It's a very fun show. Yeah. Steven Cheah, congratulations on winning Debate Battle 1 against Big Cat. Would you like to say any words on the way out here?
It was fun. Hopefully we do it moving forward. And it was
That was terrible. Speech. I retroactively won.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, you were so close to landing the plane, buddy.